James, I want to start, sorry about this, a little bit of a negative. You guys have just given up a lot of shots in the first 2 games. What, from your angle, needs to change to get less shots on your frame?
Yeah, I feel it's interesting because I actually feel, we exclude the last game where we also got a red card and then a lot more shots were happening. I feel like structurally we've been okay. I feel like the shots have been fairly easy. Like, for example, if I look at the Columbus game, everything's pretty much from far, from distance. But I think more last game, I think we were forcing a lot of passes through the middle and not connecting. I think every time we won the ball, we would try to go forward too quick and not secure that first pass, and then they'd break us down in transition, which led to us being wide and exposed. And I think that's something we put a little bit more focus on this week and making sure we take care of that ball when we win it and keep possession, and then obviously use our transition because we know that's one of our strengths. So just secure the ball and make sure we're in a better shape when we lose it.
Eduardo?
Hello, James. Good morning. I want to ask about the keepers. Maxime Crepeau has gone to Orlando. How do you see that competence between the keepers this season?
For me, obviously, it doesn't matter whether it's Max, whether it's Hunter, whether it's Trey, whether it's Hugo Lloris. My mentality doesn't change. Obviously, I know that what I have to do, I have my own personal goals. I have my collective goals as well for the team. And I've been someone throughout my career where I've always battled, whether it was me, the number one, or me trying to push for the number one. So I'm not new to this position, or I'm not new to adversity. And I've always been the type of person to find the competitiveness within myself. And like I said, I think I have a lot of goals. I have a lot of goals personally. I have a lot of goals for the team. And it's not hard for me to find that motivation. And I know that the guys behind me push me every day. I ask them to push me. I ask the coaching staff to push me. So again, for me, nothing changes. It's the work stays the same.
Alex?
The unserious one and a serious one. What do you make of the Petr Cech cap on Hunter, and then your 2 new teammates at the back, Brandon Bai and Alex Bonatig? Just how have you made of their start to the season?
Yeah, obviously you never want to see someone put a hat on. That means that they've obviously suffered quite a few concussions. We poked a little bit of fun with him in the first couple of days of him wearing it, and he's still obviously trying to figure it out. At the end of the day, if that's what keeps him safer, if that's what keeps him, being able to play, being able to be on the field, and obviously in the long run, post-career, like making sure he's healthy, then so be it. And I think it's worth the laugh internally for now, but safety is obviously the most important thing for him. And so far, he seems like he's kind of getting used to it, but that's like more of a question for him. But as for adapting with the new players on the back line, I think it's going well. I think it's obviously 2 guys, different backgrounds. One a little bit more experienced, obviously more experienced in the league, one who doesn't. So I think it helps also that he has someone like Finn next to him who was kind of in a similar issue when he joined the league a year and a half ago. And obviously communication. Communication helps. We've done a lot of videos. We've done a lot of team bonding. We've done a lot of work on the field. And I think the fact that we're all able to communicate, we're all able to just be there for each other. And we know that there's going to be, I don't want to say necessarily growing pains, but adjustments. It's new. It's normal. And I think from what I've seen personally, I think everybody is adapting quickly and learning quickly. And I think it's going to be promising for sure.
Jeremy?
James, going from a game against Colorado, who had a very successful time on their attacking set pieces, to Vancouver, who's another really good set piece team. What has been the main focus this week in regards to set piece training?
Yeah, we've started working more, I would say, this year, especially midweek on doing a session solely focused on set pieces, whether it's offensively or defensively. I think it was obviously unprecedented that we faced, I think, maybe 16 corners last game, something that you never really see. You probably see 16 in 5 games, but I think we've seen over 20 in 2 games. So it's definitely an adjustment for sure. But that doesn't change what we do. It just makes you want to be more on top of it from the get-go. And I think we continue doing the work we put in every week. I think we go over the videos, we go over the rotations, we study their tactics and their threats. And again, I think it's we've touched on it a lot, especially the last 2 weeks. It's all about bravery. You got to win your duels. You got to win that, and that's not necessarily something you could teach. It's something that you have in you, and I think we do have those players with that kind of mentality here to go win that ball, win that first ball, and get first contact and keep the ball out of the net.
Enrique.
Spanish? No.
Maybe soon.
No, I'm just kidding. How it feels to face one of the greatest players in the league as Thomas Müller?
Yeah, it's obviously. Listen, it's a privilege. There's obviously respect for him and what he's done in his career, and it's not something that we will let slide. But I think it's important to have the respect side, but also it's a competitive side as well. Like, yes, okay, we fully respect your career, but we want to win the game, and we want to get stuck in. We want to impose our principles, our tactic, and get stuck in as well. So obviously it's a great moment to be on the field with players like that, and I think that's the beauty of this league. You have more and more guys coming in and wanting to be in this league and just excelling the growth of the league. And then for me personally, it's how can I match myself against someone with that quality? Is like, can I step up to that challenge? Can I see what the next level is and aspire to be at that next level as well? So that's what I take out of that, being playing against players like that.
Adam.
You were obviously at the World Cup in 2022 with Qatar. I'm sure it's in your mind about this summer as well. When you're playing against the best club team in Canada, does that add a little extra weight to it, knowing there's going to be a lot of Canadians watching this game?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it could be, we could be playing Vancouver, we could be playing Leagues Cup game, we could be playing Open Cup, whatever the competition is. I think people are always watching. I think regardless of who we're playing, I think there's always people who watch. And I think the way I've kind of seen it throughout the years and how I've learned throughout my career is you can't really worry about what people think. You have to just do your job, and good things will come. So for me, I've always been the type of person where I focus on my craft, focus on what I do on a day-to-day, focus what I do on the weekend, and then as the performances continue to pile on, as we continue to get results, as we stay consistent, people will watch, people will notice, and then when you get the opportunity, you go and you take your opportunity.
Okay, we're going to wrap there. Thanks for the time, James.
Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.